Hey guys, what's up? Strategy here. I am showing you today a gun that I've had for over about a year and a half now. Just never got around to really showing it due to just filming other things and then just being busy. So, as you can see, it's a Tanfoglio. It is imported by EAA, and this one is the Witness Limited Elite, and I'm going to show it to you now. The company as a whole, they're from Italy. They do good in the whole presentation of it. They put nice little liners in the case and everything, because this is considered a match gun. So okay, so we'll just go over everything that comes in it. So you have here your it's like the warranty, your instruction guide, and whatever not. This is to adjust the screws on the trigger. If you can see there's a screw back here, and then there's one inside, you can't see it, that you adjust from. You take the slide off, and in there you can adjust it, and this is the key for it. What it does is it reduces the travel and the distance of when it resets, like going beyond that point. It helps you shoot faster, basically. This is their version of like this is called a trigger lock, but it's their replacement for running the cord through the action. This is for the sights with the keys. The one thing I have to say about EAA with me was when I first they give you the black and white sight it comes with that on there, and then you also have the fiber optic. I chose to put on the fiber optic, but I messed up and I broke the fiber optic off. I called them up and I just wanted to find out how can I go about purchasing another one. And they're like, just give us your address and we'll send you another one. And they didn't even check to see if I actually owned a gun from them. And they just sent me one. And they just said, please be more careful. So obviously I was, because I was able to get it on there. The other thing that they do that's nice is they give you different weight springs depending on the loads you do on your bullets, because certain power factors are required for certain types of competition, and you may change out the spring, to give yourself either, more resistance on the blowback of the slide, or if you want less because you're running a lighter load. If you put too heavy of a spring in, you'll never fully cycle the action. This is just the cleaning kit that they give you with the brass. You put the little cloth through there in that one, and then the rest of those are rods, and then the rod goes in there. It's a nice little added thing that they think about to give you. So everything. Okay, now to the gun. Now, obviously, there's nothing in there. Nothing in there for all you safety Nazis that are a pain in the ass. Okay, so the features of this gun that makes it different from the other Witness models is first of all, it's all stainless steel, and it has both sides safeties. They're larger safeties. Extended mag release, mag well. If you want to do like speed shooting with a sight, there's the setup for that. I put the grip tape on there just because, just like the CZs and the Magnum Research, the Baby Eagle, the actual sliding part is very, very you know, it's very low profile, so I put that on there and it helps. I mean, I can even do it with just my hands open, which is what I like. The sights, obviously. I don't know if you can see it up there. Yep. Okay. Now I'll show you the takedown, and I'll show you a huge part of the reason that I think this gun is such a good buy for its money. So to take down, you push the you line up these two holes there, and then you just pop the pin. Hold on. I tend to use the cleaning kit thing to pop the pin because it's not easy to do with your hand. So I got it like that. Okay. So there's the pin, right? Pin comes out. I didn't clean the gun. The gun's dirty, so just deal. Okay. So everything in there is nice and polished, and finished. You just can't really tell because it's freaking dirty. But it's very smooth. I'll show you the spring here. So there's the spring. Now what they do here that's cool is the rod is made larger at areas where it needs to be, and it was milled down in areas that it didn't need to be so thick. Now I have to get there's the little spring retainer in there because the barrel comes out through the front. Okay. Now this is what's cool too. Now the barrel, because the caliber is 40 Smith & Wesson. They trim down in this one as well areas that it isn't needed. Like in most regular semi-auto, you know, mass production, like regular use handguns, you would have a straight profile of, like I said, this barrel thickness all the way through. In this gun, the end is drastically thicker than the midsection here, because what it's doing is it's putting more weight at the end of the gun for your muzzle flip to be less, and it makes a huge difference in my experience from what I've been shooting. And yeah, so I mean, this is something that they went a little farther, you know, and took into consideration, and stuff like this, you know, I would say wouldn't usually be in a gun at this like a gun at this price point would not have stuff like this in, you know, the American-made brands and so on and so forth. They really do consider the shooter in this. This gun, like I said, it's about $1,070 bucks. That's what I paid. I got it off of Bud's Gun Shop because they were the only ones that had it in that caliber I wanted. The magazine's also 10 round. The magazines are the most expensive. You can't get those for for cheaper than like 60 bucks each, and you need like 6 or 7 of them for competition, so it adds up. A gun of this quality, I think, in a lot of the other manufacturers, would probably be looking at, you know, closer to $1,500 to $2,000. Another quick thing I wanted to show also was the ability to really refine the trigger pull and the reset of it. So I'll show you that now. So here's the gun in fire position, right? And look how easy it is to pull the trigger and then see how little it goes after that. So it's like it stops right after it triggers the mechanism. Now I'll show you the reset part. So here's the gun, right, and you fire, right, and then, you know, the slide cycles, and then you're coming back on your reset, right, and that's where the reset is, and it's literally at that point, like, because if you go any further, the trigger won't reset. Like, it's literally at the point that the tolerances of the metal can handle. Before it just doesn't reset, and then you end up where the trigger's too far back and you can't fire the pin anymore. So that's just something I wanted to show, and I thought was really another part of this gun that really makes it worth a very, very good buy for the cost to what it is. So if you guys have any questions or anything, please, you know, message below, let me know. If I missed anything, you know, let me know. But thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy.